Don't drop me, okay?
Yeah, the Philippines made their own version of Godzilla. Say hello to 1997's Vulcan. And no, not that Vulcan. Vulcan is about a young boy named Pedring who lost his dad in a war, and he's currently living at home with his mother and this guy who I think is his uncle or something. When Pedring and his best friend Leslie come across an egg after a volcano erupts, out comes baby Vulcan, who is apparently a god of the local pygmy people.
Life, finds a way.
It is then up to Pedring to take care of Vulcan from others who mean him harm, such as this guy named Mitchum, who is played by Vernon Wells. And you may recognize Vernon Wells from his role as this guy in Commando and playing Wes in The Road Warrior. Now, I couldn't find any real reviews for Vulcan, but I did find what this one person on Rotten Tomatoes had to say. And I quote, "You'd have to be bored insane to endure through this, but try it out on babies. It might keep them still for a bit."
Good beating's what you need. Don't ever talk back to me again, huh?
Yeah. Let's show this to babies. So anyway, Pedring's uncle is extremely abusive to both Pedring as well as his mother.
Woman, mind your own business and I'll take care of mine, thank you. Don't go telling me what to do. Nobody's gonna be telling me what I can or can't do. I'm my own man. You hear that?
The abusive situation with the uncle is a huge factor into why this movie is so emotionally driven.
Better get back inside, Mom, before Fungus Face gets upset with you.
He might hear.
So what? What else can you do to me? I'm used to his beatings now. I don't feel a thing anymore. He can do what he wants to do with me while he can. But it's all up here. When I grow up, he'll get his.
So here's the thing. This movie is so polarizing to me in that while this is really bad and cheesy, it's also got a ton of heart and sentiment behind it. I really feel for Pedring as he struggles with not having his dad anymore, his abusive uncle, and needing to fight off various villains. So first, let's talk about the bad and the cheesy. About 30 minutes in, the best thing ever happens.
Always been there for me. You never ever let me down. You might be here or far from me, but never really, really gone. You are the rainbow in my cloud. Wow! Beautiful!
Yeah, this music montage is freaking amazing. I won't show you the whole clip here, so I may have to upload it separately in a different video, but you have got to see this whole thing for yourself. And yeah, that's all original music.
Together we can reach the stars.
I also need to mention that this movie was directed by Cirio Santiago, who is also known for directing TNT Jackson, Firehawk, and Striker. Shortly after Pedring and his uncle make amends, they have a race with each other based on the condition that if Pedring wins, the family is awarded to lunch the next day. And if the uncle wins, he gets to see Vulcan for himself. But the uncle loses and he's a piss poor loser.
I said bring me the bird.
I won the race, didn't I?
Bring me the bird or I'll beat you to a pulp. Don't ever talk back to me again, huh?
And that leads to Vulcan to come up to the rescue, lighting up the place and setting the uncle's pants on fire. Vulcan is then captured by Mitchum and locks both him and the kids up. Leslie eventually escapes and gets the help of a reporter lady named CJ, who has a side plot that I won't get into too much, but she's basically the one that tells Pedring's family that his dad didn't abandon him, but that he actually died in the war and the news never got back to him. Vulcan then finally manages to escape with Pedring, and they save various groups of people from flooded areas in their city. Now, I know I said this movie has a fair amount of cheese, but no lie, this movie hit me hard in the gut with sympathy. The next scene takes place when Pedring still thinks his dad abandoned him as a child, and then he realizes that Vulcan has to leave and go back to his home.
Do you really have to leave? Why? You don't like me? Maybe he never did. Then why are you leaving? I guess I never meant anything to you at all. I should be used to this by now. Everyone that I care about leaves me. Why should you be any different? I won't let it happen this time. You can't go. I won't let you. No one can take you away from me. I will never leave you, Vulcan.
Yeah, this is pretty rough to watch. This poor kid has to deal with all this horrible stuff, but then his world is turned upside down when he has a new pterodactyl friend he gets to take rides on. But then they have to be separated. The next part I won't get into all the details of, but there is a whole lot of symbolism comparing Vulcan to Jesus. Yeah, Jesus.
We are all ruled by the holy writings. 7 days and 7 nights he will abide with us. Then he will return to the bosom of the earth, there to await his next coming.
Wow, so when I say this movie is a Filipino Godzilla, it's literally like Godzilla. Get it? Godzilla?
Shut up!
But I didn't see Vulcan turn water into wine, so I don't know if I'm so convinced. Eventually, Vulcan escapes after multiple attempts of being shot down from various people, but not before Pedring tries to say one last goodbye.
We are all ruled by the holy writings. 7 days and 7 nights he will abide with us. Then he will return to the bosom of the earth, there to await his next coming.
So it is written. So it shall be.
I have to say, I don't know how to rate this movie. I think I might actually recommend this to certain people. While the cheese is pretty strong, it's pretty well balanced with a touching message. Thanks again guys for watching this, and if you want to see more craptastic and cornball movies like this, please subscribe and stay in touch. Leave me a comment, and also don't forget to stay in touch with me on Instagram at VideoCrap.
In a better breed of fighting cocks.